Thank you for joining me here again on Sunshine Forest on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 6 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's November. It's 10:15. I've just come off the back of a rather large-ish logging operation. I didn't show me doing the logging. You've seen me doing the logging a few times now already on this series. I've been doing combinations of either using a measuring stick, because what I did find was trying to cut the... I've lost my measuring stick. It was over here somewhere. Anyway, I've got a measuring stick about. Yeah, I thought, you know, I'll go from 6 metre lengths to 8 metre lengths because that would work out better. So I cut a tree to 8, but the problem is cutting yourself a measuring stick to 8 metre, you'll get into the limit of making it liftable by hand to use it as a measuring stick. I don't know where I've put that. That's really weird. So I went back to 6s because also 2 8s didn't really fit on the trailer particularly well. Then I also went back to trying the method I showed, I think, on the end of the last episode, where I was driving the trailer up alongside a full tree and just cutting it to fit the trailer. That kind of worked, but as you can see, if we get into the tractor, you better see. I've just been going around. I've done all the stumps over at our farm on our plot, and I thought, you know what? I've got the stump grinder. Let's do it. Look, oh, there it is. There it was about somewhere. We have gone a lot bit bigger. We've gone a lot bigger with what we've cut down. So we have cut out an absolute chunk. If you remember before, we had a strip that ran off in that direction. Now I've taken out all that stuff over there, and we're up to 233,000. Now I have spent some money as well, so we did have more than that, but we have spent some. When I say we have spent some, in the light of new developments and new technologies being made available. We had someone from the ministry come out and do a job for us, and in retrospect I should have actually done it myself rather than get someone out with regards to soil sampling. So we had someone come out and do it, and the problem with that being, because precision farming is now available, so I thought we could be a little bit more precise with what we're doing, and only a little bit more, because the equipment and machinery we've got, buying small machinery gets very expensive if you're doing precision farming. Because if you want all the sensors and the bells and whistles, it can take a 4,000 euro, dollar, whatever it might be, pounds in this case, sprayer, and turn it into a 40,000 pound, you know, 2 sensors at 14 grand a pop on top, you know, all of a sudden the price goes up. So I've already bought some lime, because we're going to do liming. Let's have a look at the map. So here's our soil sampling, and the reason I say having someone come out to do it, because we purchased the soil samples, but daftly I didn't need soil samples done here because I haven't got a field. If I'd have leased the soil sampler, which to be fair is 17 grand to buy and then pay for the soil samples, I could have just soil sampled the 2 fields that we made in the last episode. I didn't need to do that. So I'm regretting that slightly, only a little bit, not horrendously. If we go back up to, I know we're in the right place, go that way, you'll see we've planted all of our long grain. That's in now, and that is now growing. We haven't touched what's going to be our cornfield yet because we didn't have a planter. Now what I can't do at this point, I don't think I can do, and you shouldn't do in real life, I can't lime that now. So if I come down to here and we go to our pH, I can't lime that because I've already seeded it. I shouldn't really be putting lime over the top of, you know, so that'll have to stay as it is for the time being, but we can... That scared the life out of me. A bit of wood just came off the fence next to the man cave. Oof! And you go, wow, man, I'm not having a lot of luck lately, am I, in these episodes? The train thing in the last one, then that. I don't know if you heard it, but... Oh, I wonder what that was. Anyway, yeah, so we can do our pH on this because I haven't put anything in the ground yet. So we can sort that out, and then as far as our nitrogen goes, once our crop's in the ground, we can go and do our nitrogen on this one, which is going to mean some more equipment. So we're going to need a lime spreader, we're going to need a sprayer. I'm going to do liquid fertilizer, and I'm going to use the concentrate again. I've said this many times before, and people say, oh, he's doing that again. Yeah, I am. When I said when I used it on Riverbend Springs, and I've used it on Prairie Farm. It's a real thing in real life. Why am I going to spend a fortune getting stuff and paying through the nose for liquid fertilizer when I can get it cheap? It makes no sense at all. So I'm going to get it cheap. So I've got some concentrate that's already been delivered. You can see, I don't know if you see behind there. We'll see when we go out to the train platform. I've also ordered 8 bags of lime. So that's 16,000 litres. That's there. What else have we got? Oh, the diesel. We were in the last episode. So what we're going to be doing then, and you'll see what I mean about the price going up, because I had this brilliant idea. Actually, let's switch back to there. I had this great idea in my head. Why is this not working? There we go. If we go to equipment and machinery, I thought, you know what, we'll spray, because, you know, we can spray. Oh, planter, that was the first thing. So of our money then, we've got our seeder, let's get our planter. And we're going to use these ones, I said before. Now we've got enough horsepower to go for 11. We've got over 110 horsepower, so for 30 grand we can get a 5 metre planter. So I think we'll do that. We're not going to get inoculant tanks. Planting markers, nope. Adds more money. Model, I like, actually, I'm going to keep it on the model 2008. We're going to go for an older one. Lights, signal lights, work lights 2. Where are the work lights? Yeah, we'll go with some work lights, say 200. GPS and gyroflex, no. Line spacing. Oh no. Let's keep it on that with enumerated boxes. Going to keep that. Cover canvas, seed bags. Oh, that was on the side. You can have some seed bags on it if you want. And I think we can have a canvas cover that, yeah, that just wraps up and sits on the side there if we want that. I'm not too bothered about that. That's more decorative. Hitch height, I'm going to leave as it is for the time being. If that's wrong, we can always adjust that. Rear tow hitch. Do I want a rear tow hitch? How much is that? Nothing. Yeah, we'll have it, because you never know. Cutting system, we'll leave it on discs. Main colour, all that will stay the same. Seed boxes, canvas colour, inoculant tank, nope. So that's going to cost us 30,210. Let's buy. So we've got a seeder, we've now got a planter, which means we can put the corn in the ground. Great. We come out of there and we come up to trailers. This may seem weird, but there. The T088 pack, the Forestry. Is it AAA? I think it's AAA modding. We're going to go with manure spreader, fertiliser spreader, because the fertiliser spreader does fertiliser or lime. So as far as lime spreading goes, bazinga, sorted. Wheel set will be the same. I think I'm going to do chassis, rim colour. Now, something I failed to mention when I did the mod review on this, and I should have done, was if I changed my wheel setup to that crawler track, which looks cool, the wheels didn't move. Nor did the tracks. It just dragged it along the ground, and I meant to mention it on the mod review and forgot, because I think it was one of those days we had an absolute ton of stuff. So we're going to leave it on wheels, standard chassis and that, and then we'll take lumber plate off. No lumber plate. How much is that? 23,500. Actually, this is going a lot better than I thought it was going. I did buy it, didn't I? Oh. So these have to be delivered, obviously. And then we're going to move on to this gear here. So, sprayer. And I thought, I have a plan. Let's go with that, which is absolutely awesome. So we're going to get the trailer. That gives us a nice bit of oomph. 2,700 litres. 3-point attach on the back, so we can put our sprayer on the back of that. I'm going to leave it on narrows, I think. Fenders, yes, no, 500. Lights, yes, as well. Main colour and rim colour going to stay the same. License plate off. No plate. 5,650. Sorted. That gives us a lot more capacity for our spraying needs. Plus, I don't have a front 3-point on my tractor, so that makes sense. So we're going to buy that. Now, I was going to go with that, the Jacoby. I thought that's quite cool. 14,500, 2,200 litres, but I thought, actually, we've got that. I don't know if it'll attach, but the ROW will, because it's a ROW thing. Whilst that is modded, that is standard, which is £4 grand. And this is what I'm saying: £4 grand for a 21 metre sprayer. It's only 200 litre tank, but coupled with that, that's quite cool. But then precision farming comes along, so I thought that's all right. We can still get that. So we're going to get the Trimble weed seeker, because we're going to need to get rid of weeds if we get weeds, and we're going to get the pulse width modulation. But look, 12,600 on top of the £4 grand, and that one 29,400, which brings our sprayer from £4 grand to 46,000. Have a word, son. What? I get it, you're using modern technology, and it's great that you can put it retrospectively in an older gear, but that does make things a little bit more pricey. It does, however, mean we should use less herbicide, we should use less fertilizer, and it should improve our crops, which is great. So you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet and say, you know what? Let's do it. We will. Now, we come out of there. We've got 128 grand left. Now, I'm seriously considering, do I get another tractor with a front 3-point? Maybe. We've got the stuff we need at the moment. That's absolutely fine. That should be all we need. But the problem we have is this. Like I say, I've showed this when I did the precision farming. On here, you've got the weed spot and your pulse width modulation. We just got an our sprayer. What we don't have is that, the Iceria Pro Compact. Oh, okay, it won't even let me show it. Oh yeah, we can do that. I didn't mean to buy it. So that detects the real nitrogen demand of your crops. So the sensors work. There's the compact, that one. You've got an active and you've got a passive. One can only be used. This one can only be used in the daytime. The other being active. Is it the other way around? Compared to the yeah. So this is the Pro Compact, and the Pro Compact is passive. The active you can use day or night. But this requires daylight because it needs to be able to see what's going on. We don't have that on a rear-mounted sprayer. That's on the vehicle. So the problem we've now got is on our Traktoren, which is modded, which is that one there, there's no option for it. So we're not going to be as precise as we could be or possibly need to be. So the question then is, do I then look for another tractor? That as an option, but I'm still going to put the price up somewhat. I thought we had... I did the update. Was that the medium tractors? Yeah, the Fiat. Look. We got the 160/90 DT, 63,500. But again, here's the thing. If we look at that and say, okay, well, we can leave that as it is, 160 horsepower. If we go to 180 horsepower, it's 10 grand on. Okay, that's not too bad. It puts us up a little bit. If we go down to here, to the Iceria Pro, and go yes, 14,950. I mean, it's still 89,200 for 180 horsepower. That's actually not too bad, is it? What do you reckon? Should we do that? I mean, that was the point of doing the jobs we've been doing. Oh no, I was going to do sheep. I'm going to have to do some more forestry. Let's get this all done now. Let's get the precision farming stuff done on our fields in this episode. We'll do sheep the next one. Sorry, Nina, we'll get them done. Don't worry. We'll take those cades off your hands. We will. I'm going to leave it on trailer bogs. Leave the wheel set standard. Fenders, yes. Front loaded, no. We've got a telehandler. We're fine. License plate off. You know what? I came in here. I wasn't intending to do this. I was just going to show you. I'm thinking for 89,200. This was part of update 1.8, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. We've still got a bit of money in the bank. That's cool. Right. I now need to wait for all this stuff to be delivered by train. I will be collecting it from the platform in a little while, and then we'll get down to our field. We'll get liming done on the cornfield. We'll get the planting underway of our corn, and we're going to get the spraying done on our long grain rice field. Oh, we need to flood it as well, don't we? And like I say, I can't remember. I think we need to. Do we spray it first and then flood it? Can't remember what it requires, but we'll have a fiddle around, and then we'll get that put back. Where's our thing for that? That's over here, isn't it? Lost it. No, it's over here. If I go into... No, where are we? That one. Got to do it from here. I can do it back at my thing because I've got our little workshop there, but we can do it from here. Let's get rid of that. I mean, am I going to need a stump grinder at some point? Yeah, we're going to need our own one. Oh, yeah, at least... You'll see in a minute. At least that, the bale handler, that'll become relevant because what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my telehandler and that to pick up the big bags of lime to fill up the lime spreader. Because I haven't got a big bag handler, so I thought let's try something that's not designed to do that and do that because that's the sort of silly stuff I do. New gear hath arrived. I have to say, that sprayer, I can't, yeah, for the size of it, the price. Oh, mind you, that I guess with precision farming, any of the gear now, it doesn't matter if you get even if you have the bigger gear is expensive anyway, and then you've got to add all that stuff on top as well. So I've got to work out. Seeding doesn't matter. Seeding, I don't need a sensor because that will do variable seed rate and stuff, depending upon the ground, etc. So I can use that. tell you what I could do with it, because I put that trailer hitch on the back. I could do with like a small, just a little bale trailer that I could put on the back of that. Maybe a swivel axle that I could use as a transport trailer. So if I'm going like now, I could put the I could put a thing of diesel on there. Oh, I bought some more seed. Where's my seed? Yeah, that not been delivered. I thought I bought some seed. Anyway, so that's going to go down, and that can get on with. Oh, we've got some corn in it already. They've delivered it with corn in it. We still have a bag left from when we did our first lot of stuff. So that can go down, and that will be doing the planting. We've got to do lime first. So we're going to need now the lime again. I'm sure the lime goes down. The lime doesn't require sensors, does it? These aren't required to be on to do liming. I'll use this one anyway. We'll do the liming. We'll put the crop sensors on. I'm sure that's only for doing nitrogen, not for doing pH. But what I was going to do was this. So I'm going to use a big bag handler. Not a big bag handler. A bale handler. If anything, the opposite of that. I'm going to load the bags up. Now these, I wouldn't use this bag handler, bale handler, for moving these around a map or anything like that, because it's not designed to grab them. And these are going to fall out of here, I would imagine, fairly quickly. So what I'm hoping is if we can get over there, there we go, like that, that'll unload before it falls out. That at least is the plan. I do sometimes have one. I think this only holds 10,000 litres, so I don't know how much of the field it's going to get done with that. We might have to order some more, but oh, don't fall out, don't fall out. What's going on there? No. Oh, flibbity gibbets. Right, okay. Should have got a hook, but that's only front loader gear, isn't it? Not wheel loader. Can I hook to this? Can I hook to this and move out of the way? Just move it ever so slightly. Oh, I can. That's cool. Just thinking to access it a little bit easier. Right. Let's get that lined up, and then, like I say, we'll get our spraying done of our long grain rice field. Again, I think that's supposed to be, whilst it does say that can be done in the first growth cycle, I'm pretty sure, and again I don't think I showed this when I did the I might have put it up as text, I can't remember. If we come into here and we go to there to our precision farming, when it says about nitrogen, yeah, mineral and liquid fertilizer adjust the nitrogen level automatically to the crop requirements. If the crop is already planted, this should be done within the first growth stage after sowing the crop. Now, those images are showing lime or fertilizer being put down. Lime, not lime, we're talking about liquid fertilizer or manure being put down. And then it's showing fertilizing being done, whether it be spraying or whether it being chemical solid fertilizer being done, once there's already crop in the ground. Now it doesn't say after the first, it says within the first growth stage. Now when I did it on the video, I had a few people message and say you should have waited until there were shoots out of the ground before you did it, because those sensors will see the shoots and that will give you a far more accurate reading. So again, we'll tailor make it to give you the best possible yield and reduce the amount you're using, because it's not putting it down in areas it doesn't need it. So I might need to wait until we've got a crop coming out of the ground, although we are into November, mind you. Yeah, maybe it hasn't grown yet. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is spend a bit of time just loading these up. I'm going to have to grab that bag a bit further back and lift that, because that's still got stuff in it, and then we'll, just need to get this out away from the railroad trackage, and let's do our thing. I had a fantastic time. I said the other day that we were going to go to the Nottingham show with Nina and Brian, the Nottingham County show, Notts County show. It was brilliant. Had a fantastic time. Cannot thank them enough for their hospitality and the time taken. MrSealyp got to go and see the lambs again, and we did what we always do. We asked loads and loads of questions, but they are very, very kind with their time, and it was, we had a brilliant time. So, and thank you to all the people that reached out and said have a great time. It was very kind of you. We did. Bearing in mind this is now Sunday, so I posted a precision farming video Friday. We were away Saturday or Friday afternoon, evening, and then back just after lunch Sunday, came straight to the man cave to start recording this. So I had a day off. which was lovely. I needed it, and it's nice. Come on, don't fall out there, don't fall out, don't fall out. Actually, I could probably do a tipping it backwards a bit. So like I say, I'm going to carry on doing this. Let's get these put in. The bale grab's not designed for it. I know, but it's serving. Oh, that's curious. Okay, I'm hoping, of course, that's something I haven't thought to check. Can I unload the line that I haven't used from it? Because if I don't, I'm assuming I'm going to use a fair bit. If I don't, what do I do then? I just don't know. I am such a melt. What an absolute melt. So I've got the telehandler, haven't I? So I'll get something for the telehandler. Completely forgetting, of course, I've got my front loader, haven't I? For the other tractor. So what I've done is I've leased one of the bag handlers. I completely forgot I had it. Yeah, lease. It's only 700 to buy actually. I might get one. I've leased one of those, so I'll be able to pick all the rest of the bags up. I've ordered a couple of seed bags. We've still got seed. Oh, did I use it? Oh, there's a seed bag still there. But we're going to do our liming. Now, like I say, I don't. I'm pretty sure it's because we've got soil samples done from this field. It's flashing. I'm not going to put lime on this. I can't remember how wide this is. I don't think this needs unfolding, does it? Just turn on tipper. Oh, we can unload. That's great. And then turn on crop sensor. Do I need the crop sensors on for doing lime? What? It's not going to hurt to put them on. Even if I don't need them. They're on, aren't they? How wide does this spread? I can't remember. Bottom left, we'll keep an eye on it. That's not too bad. We'll improve our lime anyway. Get that done. I think what I'm going to do, even though I probably should wait for the shoots to come through the ground with their long grain rice, I'm going to spray it now. So I'm going to get this liming done, then we're going to get the corn put in the ground for this, and then what we'll do is we'll put our liquid fertiliser in the long grain rice field. So even if it's not perfect this time, I want to get the spraying done. I want to get it onto the field, and then what I'll do is I'll wait for the shoots to come through the ground on the cornfield, and then we'll spray that once we've got some shoots, because like I say again, that should be more accurate. It's not using as much lime as I thought it was going to. I suppose if we are going to be doing this more and more, we may need to look at other places to get our lime from. Are we going to just keep buying it, or do we want to produce our own? Do we want to go and dig any stones up anywhere? Do we want a debris crusher put in place? To, you know, something along those lines, which might make life a little bit easier. Potentially, we could do that. We don't have to go mad. So this is not spreading out to the most amazing width, but it's cheap, and because it's versatile, I can switch that over to a manure spreader, a fertilizer spreader. We can just have it as a trailer if we just want it as a trailer. It has got quite a few different uses, so you know what, I think it's worth every penny, especially when you're doing a small-ish operation, which we are. We're just getting going. Looking down at our soil map to the bottom left, we're looking pretty good. I know there's experts out there already. Could I be more precise? Could I do it a different way? Yeah, absolutely. I did say on the video, and I did have some people messaging me telling me about how their farms do it where they live, or how they do it on their farm. And I did say, if you want to be, you know, quick and dirty with it, you can just decide I'm going to go with one application of liquid fertilizer or chemical fertilizer and get it done in one pass. But I know, and I did say on the video, a lot of farms will, because if they've got animals especially, if they've got slurry and manure to hand, they will put down some liquid slurry or some manure, and that'll be a set rate. And I said that in the video, that just goes down as a set rate depending on the soil type. That just goes down, and that just means then when you come over later on, once your crop starts to grow, with your sensors and you then start doing your actual fertilizer application, you're using far less of that, because that's an expensive commodity. And that's the thing, isn't it? If you've got an absolute load of slurry and you've got an absolute load of manure from cows or pigs or whatever you've got, to reduce your outgoings, to reduce the cost of the inputs going in, that's there anyway, might as well use it. And then when you actually come to put down your chemicals, which cost money, you're using far less of them. It makes perfect sense, it absolutely does. I did mention that on the video, but I don't know, I thought I'd mentioned it on the video. So to have a few people reaching out saying to me, look, this is how it's supposed to be done, I wasn't, you know, trying to be rude. I have set tram lines on as well, because I really did like the immersion of that. I've set them to 21 meters because that's the width of our sprayer. So as far as our fertilizer application goes, and if we get any weeds, our weeding, so we should get tram lines at 21. And yeah, we'll just see how we go. I'm going to need to put some, definitely need to put some more lime in. So I will see you in a little while. The liming is going great, bottom left. Actually, let's stop there for a second. Let's go in and check on our pHs. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's still patchy in place, and that's with the sensors on as well. It's not too bad on there actually. We've got, you know, here is where the pH level's not great on this one, but because we've already got the crop in the ground, putting lime on a crop. I mean, to be fair, the crop's not out of the ground yet. I suppose, I wonder if it'd still let me. I might try it. Because I know lime going down onto leaves, onto like roots, onto shoots and stuff is terrible. You shouldn't do it, and you really probably shouldn't do it afterwards. I know the game does give you a few flexibilities that the real world doesn't. We'll see. I'm kind of happy actually. Like I say, it wasn't my intention to buy. I did say about shall we look at getting another tractor. I wasn't sure I was going to, and I certainly wasn't even looking at getting this one. And as I clicked on, I thought, actually, that's not too expensive, is it? For the horsepower you get. And there are plenty of other modded ones, but the problem is with modded ones at the moment is since precision farming came out, a lot of the modded ones don't give you the option to have the sensors on the wing mirrors. So, and I don't know if it's making a difference. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. There'll be a whole load of testing. I know Farmer Cop's done a load of testing on this. Like I said when I did my precision farming video, you can really deep dive into this. Of course you can. I could do one field and I could go through all the processes without sensors. Then I could go through again, do it with sensors. I could try doing it before the crop comes out of the ground, after the crop comes out of the ground, go right the way through to harvest on each individual thing and see how it affects the yield. I don't know what this is going to yield anyway. So whatever yield I get, I'm going to be happy with. Am I making a difference? Yes. Is my environmental score going up? Yes. If my environmental score goes up, I'll get bonuses when I sell crop and stuff like that. I've already got some bonuses. My environmental score is at 58 at the moment, and when I sold some of the logs at the sawmill, I got an environmental bonus. Bearing in mind I'm cutting trees down, that surprised me. Well done at cutting down trees. Have a bonus. So yeah, I'll take it. It's just a cool addition to have. I know I've had a few people reaching out saying they're not happy with it, it's not working out like they wanted it to, it's not doing what it did on 25. And I said on the video I made a mistake. I said the first version of it, I think I said FS17, I meant to say 19. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It happens. Right, I'm out with my gear. Expensive, but I did decide, you know what, yeah, I did put lime until I ran out. I didn't go and buy any more lime. I thought rather than unload and have lime sat there, I'll do it. It's now saying pH values okay, perfect in places, good in places. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have done it. This should give me the option to interact and flood, but I don't want to flood it yet until I have done the spraying. So I'm going to do the spraying before the stuff comes through the floor. That's fine. Through the floor, through the earth. What we are going to do first though is get the corn underway, get that going. I might hire a worker actually. I'm just trying to think actually. I like this. This doesn't hold a huge amount, 550 litres, so we're going to see how quickly this goes down. Then what I might do is go and grab the front loader, go up with and get that front loader grab I've got, and grab a bag of seed, bring it down. Then we'll have 550 in the tanks and 1,000 on the front, and we can just switch it up when we need to. We are good to go on that. And it doesn't matter what seeder we've got, seeder or planter. We've set our tram lines already. Just pause this, no problem at all. 30 grand, I can't nonce that really. 5 metre. brilliant stuff. And some weird bits to the side, but did I not go right the way out? No, I didn't, did I? Oops, never mind. Well, the corn will grow where I've planted it at the end of the day. Whether I've planted it everywhere I should have done. And actually, to be fair, we're not using anywhere near as much as I thought we would. It's not going down too fast, but alright. Don't need that open, really, do I? Not for this. So it was weird. When I was doing the liming, on this field, I couldn't get any data. If I stop there, do that, and that. Oh, now I am. How weird. Oh, okay. So as well, top left. I'm going to do this as well, just some extra bits and bobs while we're talking. Do that, and that. Take that off. That's changed. Top left. I'm pointing, but you can't see me pointing. Top left, rather than just having it like almost like a head-up display, it was kind of there. They've put the darker little rectangle. I don't like that. Top right, fair enough, but top left, why? I haven't got my menu on now, but that's still sitting there. I'm just pressing that. Why did it need to have a rectangle around that? That's annoying. What was the other thing I was going to say? There was something else that I've realised. What was it? Oh, it was to do with this. It was to do with if we put this on. It is number of headlands, work direction, side offset. Oh, down the bottom. Cruise control deactivation, manual or automatic. We didn't have that before, did we? Is that part of the update? Because what I was finding when I was doing the seeding of the long grain rice field, I had my cruise control on, and when it got to the end of the row, the cruise control would switch off and it would slow down and stop, which actually is pretty cool. I just don't remember it being on before. Let's switch that. Oh, we're not turning back on again. Oh, because it's doesn't turn on. It's completely manual, isn't it? It is manual, right? Oh yeah, we've gone a little bit horrible and zigzag here, haven't we? Yeah, that's not working because it's not a direct drill. Okie dokie then. Right. And what we'll do... Yeah. It's really not mapped that particularly well, is it? Okay. Well... Yeah, that's atrocious. Why are the lines going that way? I want them up and down. I suppose I can change the orientation, can't I? That's gross. Absolutely gross. Yeah, that isn't good, is it? I've already started now, haven't I? I had this before. Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it off. No. Let's go up to the top. Turn it off. I'll do it myself. It's fine. And then what I'll do is I'll get this done, and then what we'll do to finish off the episode, this one will be a I'm saying it again, maybe we'll finish off by spraying that field, and then what we'll do is next episode, hopefully if we skip ahead, we should have some growth from our corn, then we'll spray this one with our fertiliser, and then our field should be good to go. There'll be then, if any weeds come up, I'll need to get some herbicide concentrate, we'll sort that out. But yeah, then we'll get on to get some more logging will need to be done. I need to upgrade my logging equipment, so what we'll do is maybe do a bit with the equipment we've got, and then look at how we can improve our logging gear, again to streamline the process a little bit, and then the logging will be paying for the farming, and we'll look at how we can then start looking at the farm, a new barn, maybe a farmhouse. Oh, animal pen, that was I think sheep in the next episode, isn't it, as well? I want to get the sheep and goats, so at least we've got some wool on the way. And like I said, this is all in preparation to whatever comes next. That's, you know, whoever the ministry then sends in. I am literally just the setting up guy, team, whatever they refer to it as. That is very strange that I ploughed where I ploughed. Why have I got these weird bits to the side? I've had a few people since I started the episode as well message me saying they are having game crashes again, stuttering, spluttering, and I was messaging. I thought I'll message someone back and say no, I'm not having experienced that at all. What happened? Finished doing the lime on that field, drove back over to where our little our tent is, and the game was stuttering and juddering, and I thought it'd frozen immediately. I thought that's it. I thought the game had crashed, so I thought save it quickly, and then it stopped. As abruptly as it started, it stopped. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Oh yeah, we've used next to nothing. We might get the entire field done with just the 550 litres we had in here. I can always go and grab some more seed, but I haven't got a roller actually. That's something I want to check. Let's just do that as well. What's it saying? Yeah, it needs rolling. The other one won't, I think, because that just needs to be flooded. Obviously, we haven't done nitrogen on here yet. I need to get a cheap roller as well, and then we'll roll this, and that'll be good to go. Then we'll have. I don't know if the because it's that combination thing now, isn't it? All the things that we're used to from the base game version of all the things, you know, your 2 fertilising states, your rolling, your ploughing, your liming, that gives you your, you know, your percentage of yield, whatever your yield is going to be. Then we go to precision farming. The ploughing's no longer relevant because you're not supposed to do it. The environmental score's more important than the other scores. Do we still roll? Is that relevant? Do we gain a bonus from rolling with precision farming on? I don't know. Does it combine with the standard version of the game? I'll probably do it anyway. Just it'll get the stones pushed into the ground, won't it? There was one I used on Riverbend Springs that was quite cheap, and I think that was a 5 or 6 metre, so I might do that. But I'll do that off camera probably. Once I've got this in the ground, then like I say, we'll get into the spraying. And all is good in the world. What time is it? Okay, let's keep an eye on the time. For it is Sunday, and I think I'm going to be having dinner with MrSealyp. A couple of my kids have gone out, but I think we might have some at home. It's a nice day. It's about 23 degrees centigrade, so I might sit out on the deck and have our evening meal. We shall see. If I can get this done, edited and posted, of course. Corn is in and done. Money has gone down because I've purchased a roller. I didn't get the one I had last time. I thought we would go for... No. We used that one on Riverbend Springs, didn't we? Because it was cheap, 3,100 for a 5.2 metre. I thought, you know what? It's a bit more expensive. But let's splash out. For a 5.8 metre, well, it says 6 metre. Anyway, we've got a Madara Agro Rolling Bear. So we've bought one of them. I don't think I adjusted it, so. Got a soil roller, not grass roller. Didn't adjust any of the colours, so we are happy with that. That's that bit done. This can go back, and I'll put that alongside the seeder and all the other gear that I've just dumped over there for the time being. We are definitely going to need a shed. We need a shed, let's say barn. We're going to, you know, something along those lines. We're going to need a better farmhouse. So now, like I say, against probably the best advice. I will do this one just because I want to get the water in it as well, and then we'll worry about that once the crop comes on out the ground. One thing I did notice as well, it's weird because I thought this sort of precision farming and I don't know if precision farming is overwritten or overridden or done something with GPSs and whatnot, but because I've made my own fields, this one here, if I click on that, that's giving me information for this field if you kind of lurk over it. Yeah, like that. But this bit here, I got no, if I come down and go across, I got no seed rate information when I was seeding. Nothing at all. And I was just doing that, and I had nothing. Nothing came up for that separate one. It's like it's registering the whole thing as a field, a plot, but not the individual fields I've made, which is a bit concerning. Don't know with that. Anyway. So this should, with all the various different sensors, I need to turn... Oh, the crop sensor's been on the entire time. As there's no crop to see through the ground, but we'll get cracking right along with this anyway. He says, what's not working? What's switched on? There we go. And there's our pulse width modulation. We are modulating our width with pulses. That's apparently that's the thing. Even though we're getting those weird triangles and strange stuff that I thought had all stopped happening. But there we go. Let's do this. I do like the row shut-off stuff as well, look, because we come out further, come back on, they'll switch back on again, and then when we overlap, if we overlap at any point over the end, we'll be absolutely fine. Actually, just open up that, how we're looking, not too bad. And then what we'll do is double check, you know, would it be more effective, would it be better if I waited? Probably, but that is now saying pH good, nitrogen perfect. So if that's saying nitrogen perfect, why do I need to wait? How can I get better than perfect? 140 of 100, it's showing what it should be, so I don't know if I do need to wait for it to come through the ground. It's a bit, yeah, it is certainly a curious one. Go again. And if I go out over the edge, like I say, the rows that aren't doing anything should shut off. There you go. Oh, well, I don't know what I was spraying down there, but I was spraying something. That's good because you're not wasting any. You know, those bits where you do turns and you end up like I'm doing there, I should probably shut it off, stop, turn. But when I go over a bit I've already done, it's not going to cause many problems. Shouldn't cause many problems, like now. Whoa. Yeah, that will just switch itself back on gradually, then back to there, boom. Lovely job. And look how much liquid fertilizer we're using. Next to nothing. I know it's not a big field, but we're getting the perfect state we need, which, to be fair, kind of really, I can just go straight into that one and spray that one. I might as well. So I don't think, did this one say needs rolling? I didn't even check that bit. Does it say needs rolling? No, it doesn't, does it? Because these normally flood. That says farmland owned by you, long grain rice, growth, growing. Yeah, I don't think we need to. The other one I will roll. But I can go straight into spraying that. I might as well. If it's saying perfecto, then we're absolutely spot on. I did use precision farming every now and again. I did on 19, did on 22, not all the time. Like I said when I did my precision farming guide video, it is cool, it is something different, it is the future, it is, as technology moves on, improving yields, reducing inputs, reducing chemical impact, reducing soil erosion, reducing impact on the ground, you know, not ploughing every single time. I understand this is the future of where things are going, but as far as the game goes, when you start doing this, when you start using precision farming, it does stop you using a lot of equipment, a lot of things that you would normally use if you want to use a wide range of gear, a wide range of equipment. Because ploughing is frowned upon, direct drilling is, you know, more important thing, then you tend to go more towards direct drills, and then you stay away from seeders and planters that aren't direct drills. You don't tend to use ploughs anymore because ploughing's bad, you know. It's interesting how all of that does change. All still switched on, and then look at that. Yeah, so it's kind of one of the reasons I don't use it all the time. I know a lot of people will say once precision farming is out, they will only ever then play with seasons on and precision farming on because it's the most authentic way of playing it, and I absolutely get that. I really do. Like I say, I did put the tram lines on because I was curious to see. Obviously I'm not following those at the moment, I'm not following GPS or anything like that, I'm just putting the spray down. But what should happen is, once this all starts to grow, we should get the tram lines in the ground anyway. Assuming, of course, that works on fields you've made yourself. Because all the testing I did for the precision farming video was on set fields that were already there on the map. So we'll see what happens. Again, it's kind of we're doing it as part of the let's play, the map, the storyline, but we will then see what transpires. Is that what those white lines are? Although that's a bit weird. Yeah, I guess it's just where we've been, isn't it? I don't know, we'll see. We will see. But there we go. We have come to the end of another episode. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, it's more farming. It's not all logging. We are doing farming too. And precision farming, no less. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.